opening statement, then we'll move into questions.
Yeah, what an incredible college baseball atmosphere. That was college baseball at its absolute best. Two really good teams, and neither team backed down. I thought our guys were really, really tough. But I really want to single out the two guys on my left and right. Kyle Johnson started the year in our weekend rotation, was our Friday night guy, had some early season struggles, and moved to the bullpen to work through those and work on some things, and had to battle himself all the way back into the rotation late in the year. And just a tremendous example of resilience to be ready to do this. And what an incredible start. And then James Tavin on the other side. James started out in the rotation at the beginning of the year, and after some early season struggles, we felt like, going back to a role where you've had a lot of success and you've been comfortable can be really good for you. And he has been an absolute All-American since moving to the back end of the bullpen, and it was really good tonight. And then you saw Wallace Clark, who's been a leader for us all year. So these guys are really tough. They're battle-tested. I knew we would handle this environment really well, and they went out and did it.
Coach, when did you decide that you wanted to load up on left-handers against this Georgia lineup?
Well, it's just kind of who we are. We're just loaded with left-handed pitching and left-handed hitting. It's funny because somebody asked me earlier in the week, like, why did you make the decision to get so many left-handed arms and bats? And 2 years ago in 23, we were really righty dominant. I said, man, we got to get some lefties on this roster. And we went out and it seems like that's all we got. And so we've got a lot of quality left-handed at bats that can create some matchup problems. For teams that are really righty dominant, like Georgia out of the pen, we're able to create some matchup problems. And then, our left-handers, when it's a team that struggles with left-handers, can really give a team fits.
Chris, sixth inning, Henry Hunter gets the home run, cut it to 4-2. They've got runners at first and third, nobody out. Burnett hits the ball right to your first baseman, get that double play. Just turning point of the game, you think, right there?
Yeah, I thought there was a couple of times where that was obviously a big moment that happened in our favor. I thought Ben Rounds' ball skipping over the fence took a run off the board, and then I wondered after we didn't get the bunt down and then Wallace lines out to center field if that might have taken another run off the board. But, credit Mark Hendy for coming in and filling up the zone. Jake Hyde was in the right place at the right time, and sometimes it's sometimes you got to have a guy standing in the right spot. And we did it in that moment.
Kyle, Coach had said that there was nobody he wanted to renown more than you in this particular ball game. Why do you think he said that, number one, and just what kind of motivation does that give a guy like that, knowing your coach had that much confidence in you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even though I had struggles early on in the year, Coach Pollard and all other coaches had a lot of confidence in me. So going into this game, knowing that I was going to get the ball, just meant a lot to me, and I just wanted to put my best foot forward and help out the team.
Kyle, can you just talk about that handling that environment? I mean, coming into Georgia where they lead the nation in home runs and, the 30-4 record, just how do you prepare for that mentally, and how did you keep your cool?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Coach Pollard always preaches that we don't really worry about the other team in the dugout, sort of just stick to what we do. And that goes to dealing with the fans too. I mean, it's a big crowd, it's really loud, but sort of just turn that all into white noise and focus on our team because, we're having a lot of fun in the dugout, so just feeding off that really helped us a lot today.
Wallace, y'all were grinding out at bats tonight. What was your approach at the plate?
Yeah, I think we were just ready to hit the heater. Obviously, Curley's got a good fastball, and so obviously our approach was to be on time for the heater and then adjust to off speed, and I think we just did a good job of that all night long.
Any other questions?
Coach, what do you see in Georgia that you think they have a chance to, do what's really hard to do, to win 3 straight? I mean, you guys only need to win, I guess, 1, right? Tomorrow night. So are they capable of winning this thing, you think?
There's 3 really good clubs left in this thing. 3 really good clubs, and it's nice to have those 2 have to battle it out tomorrow, and they've obviously they're 30-4 coming in tonight, right? I don't think they had lost to a non-SEC opponent in this ballpark all year. Is that correct?
Correct.
And so, they're obviously used to playing really well at home, and credit our guys. We were up to that challenge tonight. But we don't know who we're going to play in that second game tomorrow. But we'll be ready when it happens.
James, this team feels like you're playing with a chip on its shoulder a little bit, and you coming out of the back end. Like, how much fun was it pitching in this environment tonight?
I mean, it's a lot of fun. The environment's great. Noise is awesome to hear all those fans kind of cheering against you. I love hearing everybody root against me. But like, I heard my dugout a lot more than I heard those fans tonight. I mean, they've been great ever since we started off the year. I feel like that's been like our biggest strength. We started off the year pretty rocky, and then kind of found that dugout identity at UVA when we swept them at home. And since then, we've just like had a lot of fun in the dugout. I mean, just had a great time in there, and that's kind of been all we needed.
What is the dugout identity? What was it? Something that clicked, or is it just goofy everywhere?
Goofy everywhere, staying on us, but being super loud and just like turning everything into a bit and having a lot of fun with it.
James, what are some of the ways this bullpen has kind of fed off each other as the year goes along?
I mean, everybody just comes in and picks each other up. It's just a next guy up mentality. You come into the game, if you struggle, some guy's going to come and take that ball from you, and they're going to get you off the field, and they're not going to cash your runs. And that's just kind of how it's been all year. Like, I have trust in every single guy in that bullpen to come take the ball from me if I struggle, and do that just like that's my job to do for them. So if I come in after somebody, like, I'm going to get them off the field, because that's what we do, is just pick each other up. So that's kind of been our identity as a bullpen, is just picking each other up all day, every day.
Any more questions? All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.